And she's going to make her way now right up to the top of that waterfall. And when she gets there, if we can give her a nice big wave. Hello, Lolita. Nice big wave back there as well. And Lolita does like to make a bit of an entrance into her pool with a very impressive 3-metre dive. Now that pool is a very important part of our active oceans arena. Not only is it a saltwater pool, which is what the sea lions swim about in out there on the west coast of North America, but it's also one of the largest pools of its kind in the UK. Now the next sea lion you will be meeting this afternoon is one you may very well have heard already. She's very, very noisy, she's very, very, very loud, and she is by far our most bossy sea lion. And it just so happens she's also Lolita's mum. So we've got a mother and daughter pair for you guys this afternoon, and now we have been joined by Lo. Now Lo is one of our oldest sea lions here at Blackpool Zoo at 21 years old. So both Lo and Lolita, and of course Shona, will be making their way around now to the front of our active Oceans Beach, where I'll introduce you to them again, and we'll get started with our demonstration. So here they come now, guys, and as you will be able to see, we have got Lo on the far side, and of course we've got Lolita on the side closest to me, with Shona in the middle. Now here at Blackpool Zoo we have sea lions. We don't have seals, but every now and then we do hear the two animals getting a little bit mixed up. That's why we like to start these demonstrations by showing you some of the differences between the two animals. Now the first difference is quite a small one, so pay very close attention to that little flap of skin on the side of Lo's head. Now that is in fact her ear. Just like our own ears, they do stick out on the side of a sea lion's head. A seal's ear is much harder to spot, as they would have a hole on the side of their head covered with fur. Another difference between the two animals is a bit easier to see, and it is those big front flippers. Now sea lions' front flippers are very large. They are about the size of my forearm, so from my elbow all the way down to my fingertips. A seal's front flipper is a lot smaller, only about the size of my palm, with 5 claws on the end. Now seals and sea lions use these front flippers for a number of different reasons. As you can see, sea lions would use these front flippers to clean their whiskers. Now sea lions also use these front flippers to move about on land, and as you guys will see very, very shortly, these front flippers are very important on land as well. So it means that Lolita here can walk, she can also climb, and because those front flippers are so big, Lolita is even able to jump up and show you just how big and powerful they are. Now you'll notice that as she's running along her active Oceans Beach, Lolita is able to keep the upper part of her body up off the ground, meaning that she can move pretty quickly along the beach as well. Now of course this is very different to how a seal will move on land. So Lolita, could you show us how a seal will move on our active Oceans Beach? And as you guys can see, a seal would use those claws on the end of those small front flippers to drag themselves along on their bellies. They don't have those big, powerful front flippers like sea lions do. Let's give our sea lions a big round of applause, guys, for showing you the differences between seals and sea lions. Now sea lions are carnivores. They do hunt up to 50 different types of fish, as well as squid and octopus, and they do have some incredible natural abilities that help them to do this. So sea lions have forward-facing eyes and a very flexible neck. This helps them to judge the speed and distance of fish, but it also means that Lo can judge the speed and distance of these hoops as well. So she's able to manoeuvre herself to be able to catch all 3 of them around her neck. Let's give her a big round of applause, guys. Now of course sea lions don't hunt on land, they hunt out in the water. So very shortly, but Lolita's going to head into her pool now, and I think for every single hoop she can catch, she does deserve a big cheer. So there's one, there's 2, and can we get the last one, Lolita? Oh, of course we can, showing you just how incredible those natural abilities. Now let's give her a big round of applause, guys. And she's very pleased with herself there as well. Now, even though sea lions are incredible hunters, they are unfortunately not top of the food chain. There is something out there in the oceans that would quite like to make a snack out of a sea lion, but I'm actually not going to tell you what it is. Instead, Lolita is going to head into her active oceans pool, and she's going to show you what animal might be a predator to a sea lion. Now pay very close attention to what she's doing with that big front flipper, because after the count of 3, guys, as we're about to say, these guys are still essentially wild animals, if you will. Sometimes they do choose to do something that we don't necessarily want to do during the demonstration, but that's absolutely fine. What we'll do is we'll just wait for these guys to come back up onto the stands, and then we'll carry on with the demonstration. So there we go, they've come back up onto their stands now. And so, as I say, Lolita is going to head into her active oceans pool, and she's going to show you what animal might be a predator to a sea lion. Now pay very close attention to what she's doing with that big front flipper, because after the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to shout out as loud as you can what animal you think that might be. So after the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Come on, guys. What do you think, Shona? I think we can do a lot better than that. And if I'm being honest, I did see a few mums and dads not shouting. So we're going to have another go, but this time I need everybody shouting as loud as they possibly can. So after the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Much better, guys, and you are correct. So tiger sharks, bull sharks, grey white sharks, even killer whales would try and eat sea lions in the wild. And just like our sea lions did there, they would try and get back up onto land as quickly as they possibly could if they were being chased by a sea lion. By a sea lion? By a shark. Now, of course, the ocean is a very, very big place. It's not always easy for sea lions to get back up onto land, so sometimes they do have to do something else to be able to get away from predators. Now, both our sea lions are going to show you what they would do if they were being chased by a predator in the open ocean. So what our sea lions are doing here, guys, is something called purposing. Jumping out of the water, creating lots of splashing, lots of bubbles, hopefully confusing predators, giving them a much better chance of getting away. Now, they can actually reach speeds of up to 25 miles an hour whilst doing this, and as you guys will be able to see, they can jump pretty high as well. Let's give our sea lions a big round of applause, guys. Now, even though sharks and killer whales do pose big problems for sea lions and other marine wildlife, there is unfortunately something that is an even bigger problem, and this is plastic pollution. Now, plastic does actually kill a marine animal every single second of the day, and as you can see, Shona has that plastic bottle there, and she's going to do something with it that we should never do, and she's actually going to throw it into our active oceans pool. Now, thankfully, Lo and all our other sea lions know that plastic doesn't belong in their pool. Where does that bottle belong, Lo? It belongs in the recycling. And that is a very important message she's showing you there, guys. If you do have any rubbish during your visit to Blackpool Zoo today, please do stick it in a bin and please recycle where possible. It really does go a long way to helping our animals here at the zoo and animals out in the wild as well. Now, sea lions have just got a couple more things that they would like to show you. So Lolita would like to remind you of just how powerful those front flippers are, with a very impressive front flipper stand. And Ray would like to give you a very special sea lion thank you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that Lolita and, of course, Shona have done an excellent job this afternoon. If we can give them a nice big wave goodbye. and a huge round of applause as well. Thank you so much for coming to our sea lion training demonstrations today, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed learning about these incredible animals. Thank you so much, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Blackpool Zoo. For those of you who weren't quite able to make this demonstration, we do have another one taking place at 20 to 4 this afternoon. Our next talk today will be our 2:30 Big Cat Talk. Thank you so much.